Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Red Dead Online video. Now in today's video we are going to be going over the same three things that we go over each and every single day here on the channel. Number one, where you guys can go ahead and find Madam Nazar for today. Number two, we're going to go over the different cycles for all the different collection sets that are available through the collector role and Madam Nazar. And then last but not least, we're going to go in extensive detail all of the daily challenges so that you guys can make as much gold as possible before whenever the next update actually comes to Red Dead Online. Now, I do live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on my normal times on the channel. Make sure you guys are checking out my website, which is gamercorey.com, if you guys want to be able to check that out. I also stream on other days. The best way to get notified for that is subscribe to me here on the channel, and also make sure that you guys have bell notifications turned on, or you can check my website or follow me on Twitter. Those are the best places to know when I do go live and what times I decide to do that. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started and show you guys exactly where you can go ahead and find Madam Nazar's location for today. And she is actually going to be over by Emerald Ranch today, and the quickest fast travel location will be at Emerald Station. So you'll be able to make your fast travel right here very, very quickly, so it's not too far away. But this is her location. I really actually like this one. It's one of my more favorite locations for her to be at. But if this is the only thing that you guys came here for today, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. And a thumbs up does mean a lot to me, because if it helped you out, it should be able to help out somebody else as well. And it does honestly help the channel out tremendously when you guys do leave a thumbs up. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the next thing, and that is going to be all of the different cycles for all the different collector sets that are available here in Red Dead Online. Now, I do like to start with either the coins or the lost jewelry, just because you do make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. So, but you do need the field shovel and also the metal detector in order to complete all of these sets. The coins will take about an hour, and you'll make about $540, and the lost jewelry take anywhere between 2 to 2.5 hours, and you'll make substantially more. But the time and effort going into it, it's about the same per hour. It's about that $540 per hour-ish mark, so it kind of depends on which one you would prefer to do, 1 or 4 sets. It's completely up to you. But the coins are going to be a part of cycle number 2 today, and the lost jewelry will also be a part of cycle number 2 as well. Now, the next sets I'm about to go over are for either a lower collector that doesn't have enough money, doesn't have the field shovel or the metal detector, or maybe not even a collector at all. So you guys can go ahead and carry 10 different sets at a time before you can actually go ahead and sell them. So before you even become a collector, you can actually have all these sets and make a good amount of money right off the bat. Now, I did make a comment yesterday that you should sell these right away, and I still do believe that. The only reason that people have given me any other reason for that is for whenever the next Outlaw Pass comes out. But the only comment to that is the last Outlaw Pass was almost 2 months ago that it finished, and we've had no introduction of a new Outlaw Pass. So I wouldn't necessarily hold your breath and always having a ton of collectibles on you at all times. If you want to have like 6 or more sets or so sets always available, and then selling one so that way you can always pick up more items, then I guess that's perfectly fine. But I guess right now, don't hold your breath and only hope on saving those sets for the future Outlaw Pass, because we don't even know if that's going to be a thing or if they've completely gotten rid of it. Maybe it'll never happen in Red Dead Online again. We don't know that yet. But anyway, let's go ahead and kind of talk about the rest of them. The American Wildflowers are going to be a part of cycle number 4. The tarot cards are going to be a part of cycle number 1. We have the antique alcohol bottles at cycle 5. And then we have the bird eggs at cycle 6. Like I said, you don't even have to be a collector rule in order to pick up those sets. Now, there's 2 additional ones. You do have to be the collector rule. You might need the field shovel and might need the metal detector. But you have the arrowheads at cycle number 5. And then the family heirlooms at cycle number 2. So a lot of things are going to be a part of cycle 2 today, which is pretty fantastic. But hopefully that does help you guys out. Now, this week's collector set, this is the last day for it, is going to be the hairdresser set. It is all family heirloom related stuff. So in my opinion, it's better to just, instead of going after those 3, I would go after the entire family heirloom set. But I still do think that overall, it's better just to go after entire sets than just those 3, regardless if they're all part of the same set or not, just because you can make a lot more money in the grand scheme of thing. And honestly, if anybody's talking about how much money you can make from just being a collector, I'm pretty sure that would be me. All right, so let's go to move on to the daily challenges. And there's a couple of bits of information that I want to go over before we get into this. Number one, I go over in extensive detail because there's been a lot of newer players coming into Red Dead Online. Number two, I go over that just because once you know the information, you never have to know it again. But number three, don't ever post a name of somebody else on my YouTube channel. I will ban you for that. It's completely disrespectful and everything like that, so just don't do it. If you don't like my videos, that's fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I give a lot of information because I want everybody to have the most amount of information possible. If you want to go to another channel that just talks about a list of things, of what the daily challenges are, then do that. That's perfectly up to you what you guys would like to do. I'm going over it because I want you guys to be as informed as you possibly can be, so you guys can make the decisions based on the information that I give and where to go and what I believe is easy, what I believe is hard, and make sound decisions for yourself. But you can make 11 gold bars each and every single day. You need a couple different requirements. Number one, you have to have a daily streak of at least 21 days in a row, completing at least one daily challenge. Number two, you do have to have all 4 of the roles and be at least a rank 10 to have access to all of those daily challenges that are part of the daily role challenges each and every single day. With those, you can actually have the 19 daily challenges and make up to 11 gold bars every single day. So once you hit that, which I definitely recommend that you guys should never miss one daily challenge if you possibly can, especially right now. We're all at home. We're all stay at home until whenever this actually gets done. So we might as well take advantage of it and put 5 minutes into completing at least one daily challenge. And if you want to close the app after that, by all means do that. And the other thing that I get asked a lot lately is, how do I not get sick of this game? Because the only time that I'm playing is during the daily challenges each and every single day. That's all that I'm playing. I'm playing a lot of other games in my time. If you guys want to check out my live streams, like I mentioned earlier, I play a variety of games on the channel for that. If you guys want to check out what those are, then you know where to find those. But anyway, I don't look at these prior to getting into it, and there's always one daily challenge that's always quick to finish and complete, and it's less time to complete it than it does for you to actually get logged into Red Dead Online. And that's probably this one right here, Creeping Time, or just time in general. There's a ton of it in the Dakota River Valley, and a lot of it just honestly right around Valentine. Lots of locations, and a lot of locations are right around here. But you can honestly find thyme, oregano, and mint, which are the 3 most common ones, and wild carrots, pretty much anywhere. So just keep your eyes open for it. But there are a couple different locations in the back over here, specifically along the ridge behind Valentine, that you guys can find a ton of thyme, oregano. No mint up here. Mint's going to be in the river valley itself. Defended campsite. We're going to get over that in just a second. Horse fed. There you go. So we just actually have to feed our horse, which everybody says I need to feed my horse a little bit more. But that's just because I'm standing still that he gets so malnourished, I guess we can call it. You just have to do that 5 times. That one's actually really easy, and you could do that back to back if you really, really wanted to. All right, so let's go and look at what the other ones was. Eagles plucked. We'll get over that one in just a second. 20 enemies, 20 non-player enemies looted. That's pretty easy. Go to like Van Horn, or even Thieves Landing. Thieves Landing is going to be south of Blackwater. Van Horn has its own destination for a fast travel location. Just do that. If you don't want to get wanted or have dishonorable, then I would go after like gang hideouts or bootlegger missions. And then there's almost 20 people. There's not quite 20 people. It'll probably take 2 each of those to get those done, but it shouldn't be that hard to actually get that. This will take a little bit longer, but it's super simple. And then visit a shop in Blackwater, but in Strawberry. The best way to do this way is actually go to the butcher, because you actually don't even have to get off your horse. Otherwise, go to any other ones there that you would really like. I think there's that in the post office and the general store. That's all that's there. There's no saloon. There's nothing like that. So it should be pretty easy to get that one completed. Just make your way to Strawberry and get that one done. Eagles plucked. The best one to do this is I'm going to give you guys a couple different locations. One is going to Roskeller Fort, which is north of Tumbleweed. So this location right here. There's a couple different spots that you guys can actually find hawks, eagles, condors, and also turkey vultures in that area. Just kind of point your varmint rifle at everything. Otherwise, if you guys go a little bit south and come down to this group of rocks right here, you can actually find an eagle sitting right about here during the day. Also during the day, if you come down to the scratching post, which is this location right here, you can find a eagle sitting right there. If you make your way over to Benedict Point, there's this cliff right here. You'll find one right there as well. So there's a couple different locations that I just gave to you all around Tumbleweed. And every once in a while you can find one between Strawberry and also Valentine on the Dakota River. It's about right here. And then every once in a while you can find one flying overhead as well. So there's a couple different locations that you guys can use. I typically go down to Tumbleweed because that's my personal preference, because I know that I'll find one down there during the day. Pretty easy peasy. All right, and then the last one was defend a campsite. The defend a campsite that I'm going to go to is going to be the one down in Tumbleweed, which is right by the E. It's just a little bit to the west. It's like right in this area, kind of between the N and the E by Tumbleweed. Another really good location for this is actually in Blue Water Marsh area, and it's pretty much right above and between the A and the R in Marsh, right in here. And those are the two more common ones that I find. Otherwise, there is one that will pop up from time to time over here in Blackwater. And I always forget exactly where this one's at, but I think it's like right here or here. I can never remember which way to get into Blackwater it is. It's one of these two locations. It's either this one by the river or this one by the river. I don't know. I just can't remember which one it is for sure. It's one of the two, though. And then the other one is chain pickerel caught. Chain pickerel, you can, I believe that's bread bait is the best one for that one. You could use a special spinner, but you're going to collect a few other fish as well. If you're just trying to make an extra money by fishing, then collect whatever you really want to. But again, the Dakota River bottom is where I'm going to be doing that at, just because there's the chain pickerel, but there is red fin pickerel, there's rock bass, bluegill, things like that there as well. So don't just expect to only catch chain pickerel is what I'm trying to say with that one. All right, so that is all the daily general challenges done, gone over, and covered. Let's go over and talk about the role challenges. Now, a lot of these are actually relatively easy, but they might be different for you depending on what rank you currently are. These are based on a rank 20. So if you guys are lower ranked than that, then they could be substantially different. But if you guys have questions on what they are, then please leave a comment down below so that I can do my best to help you guys out. But we have two bounties brought in from New Austin posters. So we're looking at Tumbleweed, Benedict Point, and Armadillo. It's kind of weird that the bounty hunter is actually first today. Usually it's the bottom one. We have 3 bounty targets lassoed from horseback, preferably with the reinforced lasso, which I definitely recommend that if you're a bounty hunter, you should have the reinforced lasso anyway. And then 1 completed a hard or legendary bounty mission completed. So just choose any one of those. I would probably go after the legendary as a personal preference, because you can make a pretty, they're a lot more fun and entertaining. Plus, like, kind of get your own little bit of a lobby with them, and you can choose which one you really want to do. I like it. Next one is going to be the collector roll. We have to drink an antique alcohol bottle. That one's actually really easy. We can just open up our satchel here, go over to that page, and open up our bottles, and then just drink one. Doesn't matter which one we want to use. I have a ton of the Caribbean rum, so I'm just going to drink that one. Easy, 0.5 gold. Easy way to continue my streak. That's all I have to do. And then I can actually just go ahead and feed my horse again, and that's going to be fed my horse number 2. So by the time that one's done, there'll be another half a gold bar. Easy, 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 easy. All right, what else is in here? We got 2 collectibles found with a metal detector. I would recommend like the coins or the lost jewelry. It doesn't matter which one you're gonna go after. And then find with a shovel. Again, these two really go together. But I would go after the lost jewelry or the coins, specifically the coins, because you're always going to guarantee that you're going to be using that that metal detector. And then when you use the metal detector, you have to use the shovel. So easy, easy, easy. Just pick whatever 3 coins you want, 3 coins that you might not have in your inventory, and then go after them. Next one is going to be the trader roll. We have 3 donated of deadly predator skins or carcasses. I've gone over this a lot the last couple days, but wolves is the easiest one to actually go after because you can get them in pack and just skin them all. There's some above Hanging Dog Ranch at this location right here. You can find some at Moonstone Pond area, which is like in this general area. You can find them at. And lately I've been finding a ton of them by riding down by McFarland's Ranch, and it's actually like on this main road right here. So I actually had some here, and then I actually had some, trying to think of where exactly it was at. I think it was like right in here as well. But I had actually 2 packs in like a 5-minute period. And then you can just skin those and then sell those, easy peasy. But just if you're in cinematic mode, just pay attention to where the wolves are howling, and you should be just fine with that. Otherwise, you can go after like bears, You can go after alligators, panthers, cougars, whatever you prefer. I just like the wolves because you can get all 3 of them collected at one time. The other thing that you could do is bring in your hunting wagon and do that as well. Or you can set up your camp in Blue Water Marsh and just go after the alligators. It's kind of up to you what you prefer to do. 2 goods sold to a distant buyer. You just have to have 2 goods sold to get that one completed. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it is relatively easy. And the other thing that you do have to worry about is potentially getting griefed if you have more than 2 goods. So just be leery of that right now. A lot of griefing going on in Red Dead Online lately. 7 medium animal carcasses donated to crypts. So that's going to be anything on the side of the horse. So that's going to count eagles, condors, hawks, turkey vultures, normal turkeys, raccoons, possums, rabbits, things like that. 200 money made from selling moonshine, preferably something strong, and that is considered a special recipe. So like the Caribbean rum, Argarita flower, or Creek plum flower are the best ones to go after for that, because you can make $247 as long as you make sure that all of your bottles are intact on delivery. Then we have for moonshine sold or served to other players at the bar, so you're going to invite somebody in and then serve them that to get that one completed. And then sell moonshine with at least 18 bottles intact. So the $200 money made and the 18 bottles intact definitely go together, and I recommend that you guys do the best to make sure that all 20 are intact so you can make all the money you possibly can and make the most amount of profit. But anyway, if you guys have any questions regarding any of the daily challenges, please leave a comment down below so that I can do my best to help you guys out. But that is all the time that I have for today, because all of them are done, gone over, and covered. If you guys did enjoy the video or found it helpful in any way, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But till next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it. And you guys, stay gaming.